Oh my goodness. So I made a video a while ago and I disparaged MJ Holdings for their no deck in a box deck kit surprise box that looks just like this but a little bit different. I have different cards boosters in there now. I have Innistrad and Gatewatch. This is supposed to contain a deck. I am MCRAD, EMCWERAD, and they've told me. I asked what happened was, so let's rewind. So what happened was, I emailed them, and I got no reply. And then, oh, excuse me, Commander from my Commander 19 deck's trying to jump. And I emailed them and I got no response, and then things went south for me and I got really sad, and then I made a disparaging video. And then I emailed them again and then they replied, which I was super happy about. And they told me that this one should have a deck in it. So cross your fingers, maybe both, maybe like do the quadruple cross, anyway. So I'm really hoping this one has a deck in it. They told me they'll send me one if it doesn't, another one, so I'll have 3. But I'm really excited. I'm hoping it has a deck. It says right there, step number 2, or whatever, point bullet number 2 says deck. So we're gonna get our knife and we're gonna open that up and we're gonna rip the plastic because we're civilized human beings or something. And let's go ahead and rip that open and see what's in there. So this is the big reveal, the moment of truth, the moment of lies. What the heck's in here? Okay, we're just opening it. And okay, so that doesn't look like a deck either. So we're gonna see. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I got some storage box, and this time I got an Oblivion Sower Eldrazi card. So that's really cool. That's not one I have or have seen. It says when you cast Oblivion Sower, target opponent exiles the top 4 cards of his or her library. Then you may put any card, let's rewind, any number of land cards that player owns from exile onto the battlefield under your control. So that's super cool. We're gonna put these boosts right there and throw this thing away and have a second storage box. I'm gonna keep this all together this time just in case there's no deck in here. Like if these are just land. I'm gonna keep a thing and we'll hold on to that. I'm expecting to see at least a deck's worth of cards, which I will deem to be 35. Last time I had at least 15 and they were garbage, so we'll see. Let's go ahead and open these up. So this looks like it could be a deck the way it's wrapped. It's not wrapped in plastic like this one. It's wrapped in a little different. So let's see. This one could just be all land. It could be nothing. It could be everything. Let's find out. Let's find out. And let's move these over here. So that's so far as 2 lands. Let's see. How many lands will we get? How many lands will we get? Way more lands than a deck's worth. Okay, so that's not a bunch of land. It's a bunch of land. Is there any cards in here even? It's a bunch of land. Yeah, so far that's all just land. This part's gonna be fast forwarded. Well, that's a foil. No, it's not. And land. All of that was land. That doesn't mean bad things. Like I said, if there's 35 cards in here, that will be a deck's worth. Quack, 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 Mr. Dexworth. Let's see what we have here. Wow, I need the knife. I don't want to rip anything or ruin anything. I just use the pliers, it's fine. What has MJ Holdings got for me? This looks like a deck. I think it's a green deck. I think this is actually a green deck. Okay, so land, the copious amount of land, you can go away. Let's see what's here. So I got a Scoot Mob, and it's to be these are rare cards too. Seer Sundial, Primal Command, Stirring Wildwood, That's a cool one. Stirring Wildwood enters the battlefield. Add green or white to your mana pool. Until end of turn, Stirring Wildwood becomes a 3/4 creature. See, that's cool. Caravan Escort. There's 2 of those, so it's not necessarily a commander deck, but this actually appears to be a green and white potentially. Oh, yeah, this is a green and white deck. Hallelujah. Ladies and gentlemen, things have just gotten off to a good start. MJ Holdings, welcome back to my good graces. We had 2 of 3 from them. The Chaos deck was awesome. The Chaos Booster was awesome. The Japanese cards were awesome. Now we have a green and white deck from them. Oh, thank you. Beastbreaker of Balaged. Frontier Guide. Knight of Cliffhaven. Stonework Puma Pants. Daggerback Basilisk. Grazing Gladeheart. And this is a lot of uncommon cards in this deck, so this is kind of cool. Off a Guardhound, Turn Timber Basilisk, Grey Pelt Hunter, Gioraga, Bard, Ondu Giant, Kabaira Vindicator. I don't know what I didn't read that one. McKindy Griffin. Hello, my name is McKindy Griffin. I'm from Utah. Wildheart Invoker. McKindy Griffin. That's funny. Territorial Baloth. Explorer's Scope. I don't know what set this is, but I'm guessing it's a good one. So that's happy. Explorer's Scope. Groundswell. Get Oust of Here. Kalani Heart Expedition. Harrow. Retreat to Kazandu. I have this one, I believe. Repel the Darkness. Sounds like an Arrow episode. Repel the Darkness. Sheer Drop. Evolving Wilds. Grey Pelt Refuge. Turn Timber Grove. Forest. Plains. Plant. Anything on the back? No. Cool. So this appears to be a 60 card green and white awesome deck. I'm actually quite happy. They did it. Thank you again, MJ Holdings. You will be receiving a sweet email, and this video is going to go up and compliment you. So thank you. I actually got a deck. So if you see the ones with Innistrad or Gatewatch boosters, maybe that's the one you should get, because that one appears to have decks in it. My Walmart did not have those, but MJ Holdings, they came through. So awesome. I usually open boosters on another video, but forget about it. We're going to do it on this one today. So maybe I'll just cut it. I don't know. We'll see. You'll see when I see. We're going to open these, though, because I'm excited now. So this one was Innistrad. Vessel of Paramnesia. Neat. Chaplain's Blessing. Niblis of Dusk. A Niblet. Moldgraph Scavenger. Rancid Rats. Gosh, those rats they're bad. Fiery Temper. Clip Wings. Farbog Revenant. Rush of Adrenaline. Pick the Brain. Target opponent reveals his or her hand. You choose a non-land Target opponent reveals his or her hand. You choose a non-land card from it and exile that card. It's got Delirium. If there are 4 or more types among cards in your graveyard, search that player's graveyard, hand, and library for any number of cards with the same name as the exiled cards. Exile those cards. That player shuffles his or her library. Reckless Scholar. Target player draws a card, then discards a card. Highland Lake. Land. I got Drog Skull Cavalry. It's got flying. Whenever another spirit enters the battlefield under your control, you gain 2 life. Put a 1/1 white spirit token with flying onto the battlefield. I got a let's turn this card over and it turns into something else card. It's a human called Town Gossipmonger. Tap an untapped creature you control. Transform Town Gossipmonger. Transforms into Incited Rabble. Attacks each combat if able. Incited Rabble attacks each combat if able. Inside a rabble gets +1 until end of turn. Got a mountain, and we got a clue. Can you guess who? Do you have a clue? Does your character have? Anyway. Sacrifice this artifact, draw a card. So that's cool. We'll put these over, and we will open the Gatewatch, Booster, opens the Gatewatch, Booster. We got Shoulder to Shoulder. We got Slip Through Space, which is devoid. We got Maw of Kozilek, not his mom, Maw. We got Netcaster Spider, Slaughter Drone, Canopy Gorger, Cinder Helion, Holdout Settlement. It's a land, adds colorless. A lot of Eldrazi, so that's cool. Gravity Negator, Bonesaw, yeah. I have another Bonesaw, it's a foil. Null Collar, it's a Vampire Shaman. Exile a creature card from your graveyard, put a 2/2 black zombie creature onto the battlefield. Stoneforge Acolyte has Cohort. You tap it, and it says tap an untapped ally you control. Look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal an equipment card from among them and put it in your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. Press into service. It's got support 2, and gain control of a target creature until end of turn. Untap that creature, it gains haste. And then the last thing is, oh goodness, a legendary creature, a rare. It's Mina and Den Wildborn. It's awesome looking. It says you may pay an additional land on each of your turns. Oh, play, not pay. Pay to play. And then if you tap a mountain and a forest, return a land you control to its owner's hand. Target creature gains trample until end of turn. And then we have a Swamp and a Zambi. So that is cool. I'm really happy with this. I'm really happy with this because now I have a green and white deck that's neat, and I have some boosters, and I have some land that I don't really need, but I have it. And MJ Holdings did it, so yay! Thank you again. And that is it from me. I don't think I have anything else to talk about, and I'm out of video. And I should be getting Mana Loot this week. Oh yeah, we have this too. And I'll be getting Mana Loot this week, so I'll have another video up soon, maybe even today. You guys have a lovely day. Take care of yourselves and each other. Make sure you subscribe and like if you liked what you saw. It seems kind of weird to say, but maybe even subscribe and like if you didn't like what you saw. No, don't do that. Comment if you want to see anything different, and we will see you later.